fantastic acoustic rock tune. This is Green Day's Good Riddance. It's all about the rhythm and strumming in this one. I'll show you. Welcome back to Relax and Learn Guitar. Maggie May is anxious for her treats today. I'm Kevin and my wife Vicky's behind the camera.
Hello.
Let's get started on this great song. So Green Day is a band that we've not covered a lot.
Not at all.
Or if at all, here on Relax and Learn Guitar. But one of our members, Susan, had asked for this song, and it's a great song. She wanted to play it for her kids on an upcoming trip. And I decided to go with it because it's, one, a lot of fun to play. Two, beginners are going to love these easy open chords, and there's not a lot of like finger movement as far as your fretting hand. And three, if you break down the strum pattern, you can totally nail it, just kind of building a little at a time. The chords we'll need to learn for this song are going to be a G chord. And we're going to play that G chord with our fourth finger. We're going to be putting our ring finger onto the second string, third fret. I just call it the four finger G. We're going to play a C add 9 chord, which is basically the same looking chord. You're just moving your middle and index finger down a string. So your middle finger is on the 5th string, 3rd fret, and your index is on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Your ring and your pinky stay there. Then we have a D chord. There is also a regular C chord in the song. And finally an E minor chord.
It's a pretty chord.
Yeah, a little sad. And for your lesson on the first 8 chords you should learn, along with the chord charts, check out the link in the description below. But one thing to remember is this high E string doesn't really get played a lot during this song. We're going to go ahead and fret it with our chords, our G, 4-finger G chord and our C add 9 chord. Just in case you do hit it, it's no big deal. But the thing with this song is there's really an emphasis on the B string, this second string. You're going to hear that a lot in this song. On the original recording, I think there's a lot of individual string picking going on. We're not going to get really hung up on that in this lesson. We're going to kind of go for the general vibe or general feeling of the song.
As you know, we're not Green Day.
Yeah, I'm no Billy Armstrong. I'm going to show you this kind of, it's a hybrid. We're going to play a pattern here where we're doing a little bit of down strums and a little bit of up picking, and I think this is a good way to approach it. And like I said, if you happen to hit the high E string or not the exact, don't fret, just kind of keep going. And as always, slow it way down, get comfortable playing slowly, and then increase your speed. So the first thing I would do, first step in this one, I would learn this or play this strum pattern with the chords. The chord progression for the intro and beginning of the verse is that G chord for 2 strum patterns, then the C add 9, and I think just for simplicity I'm going to say C during this lesson when it's C add 9, and then D. So the G gets 2 strum patterns. The C add 9 gets 1, and the D gets 1. So start with this pattern. It's a down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. It is Old Faithful. It is common in a lot of songs. Like I said, in this song it's pretty fast, but we're just doing a down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Get comfortable with that first, and actually you could play like the whole song that way. C, D. If you like this lesson so far, be sure to click that like button. It would really help us out. G, twice.
Was this on Friends?
C. Yeah, so yeah, this was it was like the finale of Friends. That's how a lot of people recognize this song. That's kind of level or step 1. Step 2 is we're going to start emphasizing that second string I mentioned earlier. The way I approach this, I do a bass note first, and I just palm mute it slightly. Palm muting is when you take your fat part of your palm here and rest it directly on your strings back by your bridge. So I just do a bass, which on this G chord is the 6th string. Then I do a down strum. I'm really kind of concentrating that down strum here on strings like 4 and 3. It's not an entire, it's not really that. It's more this. Bass down. Then we're going to do an up, and we're going to pick the individual string number 2, the B string, up. And I'm just kind of doing this in levels. I hope this helps. So it's bass down in the middle of the strings, up on string 2, up on string 3, and then a down up, also in the middle of the strings. Bass down up, down up. Bass down up, down up. The up, up. Do your best to snag. Don't nag anybody. Do your best to snag strings 2 and 3 on those up picks. If it helps you, you might want to put your pinky down on your guitar just to kind of anchor it so your hand doesn't float around, because a lot of the work on this song isn't so much, like I said, the fretting hand, it's really the strumming hand. So slowly, bass down, up, down, up. Bass down, up, down, up. Twice on the G, once on the C, once on the D. Now those bass notes change on those chords. The G is a 6th string. The C is a 5th string. And the D is a 4th string. And that's the general kind of vibe.
It's nice.
You like it?
I do.
All right. That's like 80% of the song right there. The intro goes into the verse, which at the beginning of the verse is the same as the intro. G twice, C, D. Then we go into the next part of the verse. Begins on an E minor. The chord progression for the second part of the verse is E minor to D to a regular C to a G. And that progression gets repeated twice. We're going to use the same pattern. If you're kind of new at this and you need to kind of work on that kind of hybrid bass down, up, down, up, you can also, like I said, use this pattern. Down, down, up, down, up. So you have E minor to D to C to G. Again, E minor to D to C to G. If you want to apply this kind of hybrid strumming picking to it, it would sound like this. Oops. Isn't that what Billy Armstrong does at the beginning of the...
Yes, he does.
Sorry. Now I see why. So don't get too stressed about hitting the exact right notes here. As long as you are fretting those chords, you're not going to hit anything that sounds wrong. If you just want to be more like the recording, like I said, really emphasize that B string, that 2nd string. Then we go into the chorus. We're going to be using that same patterns for the chorus. The chorus is alternating between an E minor and a G, E minor and G, E minor, D, and G. So strumming wise, it would sound like this. And if you were kind of hybrid strumming picking, it would sound like this. again. Bass, down, up, up, down, up. So after the verse and chorus using that kind of hybrid picking strumming, he really digs into it, kind of this little musical interlude before the next verse. He gets into the strumming part, my favorite part of the song.
Yeah.
It's those same chords as the intro / beginning of the verse. I would, you can do a couple of things here. You can stick to the one same strum pattern. You're just kind of, digging in or making it a little more louder. But I kind of hear a little more on there. I play this interlude like this. When I'm doing there, I'm still that main strum pattern of down, down, up, down, up. That's happening. We're just alternating it with a down, 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 up, down, up. Especially on that G, because that G is getting 2 measures. So you have down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Then the C gets the down, 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 up, and the D gets the down, down, up, down, up. We go back to the same chords we've learned and the progressions we've learned. He's just strumming them now instead of doing those picking patterns. So for the I would just stick to the down, down, up, down, up for the final verse. So the only other thing that happens with the outro, he goes into it kind of strumming, and then back the end of the song for the outro, he goes back to the picking. A couple times through, I think. Then when you get to the D, slow everything down. I'm just doing a down, down, down with my index finger up, G. Up next, check out this lesson where I show you some things you can do to get better at picking individual notes, which will come in handy if you're struggling with this one, because this one kind of mixes strumming and picking. Until next time, remember that Vicki and Maggie and I very much appreciate your views and your support here on YouTube. It's been amazing. We'll see you for the next one. Remember, you're never too old to learn.
Take care.